fight.
This beautiful morning rises at the speed of light, and all and everything is facing it bravely. The blind will see for the first and last time as it itself passes slowly away. I wait the day heaven falls down and destroys the illusion of life. Never shall we forget the death of August. We envision its eternal rebirth. I wish to never see that day, though I wish to always see. This wishful thinking is like lotion to a restless mind. Where do we begin, and where do we end? Yeah, boy. Things be happening. Boop. I can't boop. Boop. Hi. Oh, good, you came. Welcome aboard my ship. I'm Dogma. You were expecting me? Yes, I attracted myself to you with my 3ED. What? Oh, that's right. You might not be from the same timeline as me. How do I explain this? You see this device I have on my forehead? Well, it's a 3ED, third eye device. So what does it do? Short or long version? I'm interested. Long version. Okay. In my timeline, mankind slowly started to agree on one fact. This universe consists of every possible possibility. That's what I've been told. Good. Now imagine you being in any point of the universe in any time, meaning any point in the fourth dimension. From that point existing countless of possibilities, so how do we choose it? We think about it and then we move forward? Yes. Step 1 is always to think about what outcome you want. Say you are hungry and you have nothing to eat at home. You want food, but how do you get it? It doesn't automatically appear in front of you. However, from that point, there are countless of ways to get the food. To narrow down the search, you start to think where to get it. From the store, most probably. So you walk there. You have chosen a path towards your goal. But it doesn't require a device, just common sense. Exactly. Because some paths are very simple for us to see. But then there are other paths that are much more problematic. Let's say you want something else, a bigger goal, harder to define goals. You want a specific position in a career, find a cure for a disease or something like that. This could be a year of trial and error, and you still might not get it. But you know that from your current point, there is a way, even several ways to get to your goal. Now people started to focus more and more on what they actually wanted in life. Some reported that they felt an attraction from situations in life where it felt right to go a certain way, meet certain people, and so on. And it turned out that many times they were directly related to their goal, like intuition. Precisely. Something mankind have relied on for thousands of years prior to the modern and scientific era. So we tried to find an intuition center in our brain, which turns out to be a frontal lobe in the... I'm not saying that to be more precise. How does it work? Dopamine. Your midbrain produces dopamine in a ventral area and transmits it through the pathways to the frontal lobe, which means triggers your intuition center, so you actually feel when you are on the right path. It's important to remember that that abuse of dopamine could lead to you losing your ability to feel your intuition, and thus leave you away from a healthy path in your life. So where does that come into play? Oh yeah, it enhances your focus. So when you imagine something, it will be much clearer what you need to do to reach that goal. It's complicated. I don't even know how it works, to be honest. How come I'm here, and what are you doing here? I'm a space traveler. I had so many questions about the universe, and I'll get back to that later, but I'm stranded. My ship engine broke down, and my 3D started malfunctioning. Sounds serious. What kind of malfunction? It is, for whatever reason, it no longer attracts what I focus on, but rather my subconscious mind. Of course, I have a very imaginative subconscious, and I think that's why things started to go sour. Alien creatures started to appear in the ship, the oxygen pipes were leaking, and as I said, the engine died. Can I help? Yes, in fact, that's why you are here. How come your device tracked me to you? It didn't. It steered me to you. Your timeline. It was one of those possible paths in the fourth dimension. It tried to focus on a solution to my dilemma here. It, chooses to work from time to time. Glad you found it. Glad I found you. What can I do? Take this wrench, so you can fix the leaking oxygen pipes. Also, for, the alien creatures. What? A wrench? I can have a gun? On a spaceship? Have you gone mad? One bullet through a window and wall and we'd go boom. Okay, maybe not. It would be more like a slurp. Yeah, sucked down into the vacuum of space through a tiny hole. Maybe your timeline didn't have that cult classic movie from way back in the day. Anyways, get back to me when you're fixed the pipes and I'll try to tinker with the 3D. Bitch. As he was just floating all over the place. Okay, I go fix things. Oh, yeah, that's right. I actually get to do things. Fixed. Ah! The thing from Aliens. They float around too. Hello. That's the bridge. Very interactive game. Kinda like that, honestly. Alright, let's go down here. Okay. Ah! Back, you creepy mother truckers. Get the freak back. Anyone else? Over here. Ah! Feckers. I don't think I have many more in there. I like that guy over there. I'm getting a little hazy. Yeah. Where'd you go, little guy? There you are. Oh, as a cat passes by me. Oh, that was terrifying. Where the hell did you even come from? And which one are you? Hi, which one are you? There's a cat here somewhere. And her name's Lucifer. Okay. I have Lucifer with me. Lucifer. Were you sleeping in my closet again? Is that where you came from? You creepy little shit. When liars speak truth, the world has turned. It took me a second. The writing was shit. Otherwise, I usually can read pretty well. Let me down. Bitch. that way. Okay. All valves are shut. Nicely done. Anything else I can help with? Yes, the engines still haven't had power for whatever reason. The generator seems to be all running fine since we have electricity and all. Could you check it out? We're gonna find the generator. It's through the cargo bay. The door is locked and requires a blue key card. Here, take it. Sweet. Thank you. Now that my vision is restored, basically. Dead rat! There's that dead rat. Who's next? You? Okay. Any other takers? Come here. You creepy thing, you. Come here. Come here. Poor rat friend. He was a good mousey. He was a good mousey. Poor rat friend. Oh, okay, there we go. To engine. Alright. The aliens killed rat friend. Where are you going? Wow, you did it! The engine light are glowing bright green, and I'm also managed to fix my 3D, it seems. Now what? Well, personally, I think I've had enough of space exploration for a while. What about you? Is there an exit to this place? What kind of exit? Big purple glowing gate thingy? Oh, those! Yeah, I've come across those in a few of my travels. Those are nodes. Nodes? Naturally occurring dimensional exits. Oh, what do? Shortcuts between points of the fourth dimensional planes. You can find the natural ones scattered almost everywhere in the third dimensional space. We studied them to some degree on Earth. They are the reason we can travel so far with our spaceships. We built our own warp drives based on the research. Interesting. But how do you know where you'll end up? You don't. Basically, well, with our warp drives, we have a very advanced computer calculation that will send us out a signal and bounce it back through the universe. Through a reversed warp drive to check so we don't, warp into a sun or something like that. If no signal returns, it's probably unsafe to warp. The nodes, however, are a bit trickier, especially if you don't have a warp computer at hand. Can I find a node somewhere in the vicinity? Sure thing! I'll activate my 3D and focus on a node, and it'll guide us right to it. It's still a bit defective, so I'll have to focus hard on finding it. Could you steer the ship while I guide you? Are you sure? Absolutely! I'm focusing on our safe arrival as well, so I know you can do it. We have to go through an asteroid belt to get to it, by the looks of it, so be ready to fire those coil guns if necessary. Oh, and by the way, I'll try to shift our common plane of consciousness into a lower dimension. It's easier that way. I'm playing Galaga. I haven't really had to move too much. That's weird, actually. Ew, that hurt. Ow. From the highest point, from above it all, It's only downwards from here. Hold your breath as we fall. Strange world. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's a koala! It's a drop bear. We made it. Nice asteroid avoiding there. Too bad 3D has to have completely fried me now. Oh, how will you be able to get home? I don't know, to be honest. I'm pretty much stranded here like you. So let's go find this node, shall we? Ha! Alien! Bitch, you should have told me. What the hell is happening? Where the fuck am I? What is anything? What is happening? Where? Do I have to go? Where do we go? How do I go? Who is anything? What is life? Wish I had some health. You know, that's not a thing I need apparently. Shoot him in the head. 2 hits. Fine. I only have limited ammo. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Barely see some of these instances. That's shit. There it is. Hey dude, here it is, the node. So what are you gonna do now? Well, since my 3D is busted, I have to fly aimlessly with my ship in hopes of finding a civilization. I think I'm done exploring for now. I have the answers that I need, and quite honestly, I'd like to get somewhere cozy and have a beer. You should join me at the tavern. Be cut, dear. Thanks. Sounds like a nice change. Let's go. A godless humanity is feeling weak. So are the ones with a belief. The true nature of all nature is the death of everything. All hope is forever gone if light fades away. Let it never fade away, and neither will I, for I have the gift of life. May all life forms understand the meaning of now. We are all put there, here to realize nothing else than this. Okay, let's go talk to our new friend. Oh, that's cute. Hey there, what a nice place this is. Glad you like it. I could really see myself staying here for a while. Space gets somewhat lonely after a while. What were you looking for? Anyways, answers? Lots of answers. What kind of questions? Purpose of life, edge of space, heat, death of the universe, and so on. Did you find what you're looking for? Mostly, yes. I think the purpose of our lives is whatever we choose. Our adventure, our meaning is the purpose of our existence. There really isn't an objective truth or goal to it. The question itself is very subjective. What about the edge of space? It's a silly idea I had as a kid, you know? What's outside of the physical part of the universe, where light no longer travels, where nothing should exist anymore? Is it just a void of nothingness that stretches out in the infinity? My goal was to reach the edge and try to travel further, but when it came to me, there is no edge. We are like a four-dimensional torus. I would have traveled for all eternity, only to come back to my point of origin again and again. The health death of the universe? Sound bad. One of the main reasons I chose to go on my adventure, this one theory bothered me basically at the end of time, when the universe has disrupted all of its energy and reached a thermatic equilibrium. It stops. Yeah, everything just stops. Nothing can move, and all life as we know it will be gone. Wow. Can we prevent it? Well, that was also one of my naive ideas at the first. What if we trigger an enormous implosion, pretty much create the Big Bang 2.0? Could something like that work? Beats me. We are still too technologically inept to even reach a fraction of the implosive force to require. Gee, so what should we do? Nothing. Nothing? While the universe dies? Exactly. You know why? No clue. Because the universe cannot die. It only appears to die from our point of view. We experience things in 1D, 2D, and some degree 3-dimensionally. Well, sure, at the end of these 4D timeline tunnels, things start to stagnate until they come to the complete stop. And from a 5th-dimensional perspective, they loop back into a beginning again. There is no beginning or end or a 4th-dimensional tunnel from that perspective. There are an infinite number of these tunnels, all leading towards what we perceived as the end. But it's not. The impulse of consciousness, you, that travel down these paths will loop back to the beginning and start over. My whole life again? No, not necessarily. You have to realize that these tunnels begin from the same point, but there are an infinite number of them, all stretching out. Technically, you could probably manage to choose the exact same route, but that's highly impossible. Probable. What a relief. Yeah, when I realized that, I also realized that there are really nothing to worry about. My quest was gone. Done. I have to focus on actually experiencing things, living, and so on. And, well, you helped me take that step, so thanks. Cool. So I hope you guys are liking this, and I hope you had fun. And until next time, till the next stream, have a great day and a beautiful life. Bye, guys!